Monday morning, folks. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Finmet Mondays podcast. Sunil, gold saw massive drops, silver too, last Friday. We probably have not seen such a big drop off in gold. Where do we go from here? And maybe if you'd also like to add what contributed to this drop in the first place itself, if you could give us a little bit of an insight into both these aspects.
There's several contributing factors. You can look back to Friday and say what actually happened. I think bottom line is that the market had been overextended over the last few weeks now, especially on silver, and a lot of technical factors, month-end factors, etc., came into play. And what you saw was some long liquidation or profit taking, and then that was just followed by a dramatic wind down of positions. This has been building for some time, and there have been indications that this is going to happen because the futures exchanges have been increasing their margin requirements. And I think that meant that a lot of people who were trading on leverage positions really were walking on thin ice. And so when we start hitting the stops, suddenly the market moved one way. So the question for everyone is, where do we go from here? The Indian market was open on Sunday because MCX traded. And what we found is basically trades were being done close to where New York closed on Friday. I believe, I think we'll have to see on Monday what happens. What's going to happen in the short term is that there's going to be an increase in margins in all the exchanges and amongst all the OTC players. What that will mean is there's going to be volatility in the market. And there'll be swings as people close off their positions, and I think that will be followed by a period of really subdued activity in the gold markets and the silver markets. I think generally what's accepted is silver was overextended and it may even pull back a bit. Gold, the view is that people will come in and buy at the dips because there are some long-term reasons why people want to buy gold. And so they will look at this as an opportunity once the price is settled. So I think we're constructive on gold moving up later, but silver looks a little bit dicey, and you may find a little bit more correction before it stabilizes.
Is there any evidence of institutional selling that might have contributed as well, given how big the drop was? Or you think institutional players are still very much
This
long,
was
or
everybody. No,
it's
no,
just
no.
everyone?
What I think silver everybody was selling. I
Right.
think gold, you did have a situation where professional positions were stopped out because the move was more than 5-10%, which would typically be required in a case of a margined position. So people who didn't have enough margins or didn't have enough leeway in their OTC limits were getting stopped out. So I think it was just basically long liquidation as far as gold is concerned. And in the case of gold, we'll have to see what happens when it stabilizes or when trading starts on Monday.
Thanks a lot, Sunil. That was a quick overview of what the markets can progress to in the coming week. Let's see how it plays out. Till then, thank you so much, Sunil, and goodbye.